Hello students, now we'll move on to the topic pointers, right? So what is a pointer? Pointer provides a way of accessing a variable without referring to the variable directly, right? So what is this pointer variables? Pointer variables are nothing but a special variables that are used to store the address of another variable rather than values, right? So pointer variables will have only the address of another variable and it is not going to hold the value, right? So that is why the pointers provide a way of accessing the variable without directly naming the variable. Through the address, I can indirectly refer to the value of the variable, right? So what for the pointers are being used? Why I need a pointer, right? So already we have seen in the function, if I pass the arguments are being passed only by call by value, right? Whatever the changes I make in the function is not being affected in the main program. If you want to have changes to be affected in the main program, then you need to pass the address of the variable, right? So for to pass the arguments by call by address, the pointers are being used, right? And whenever the function, you already know the function is going to return only one value, return A or return C, whatever it may be, right? If I want to return more than one values, then in that case the pointers can be used. Why? Because whatever the changes I make in the pointers, through pointers, that is going to be affected in my main program, right? So how many values I change in the function, that is going to be affected in the main program. So it means that whatever the changes you make in the function, that is going to be affected in your main program, right? So I can return more than one value from a function, right? I can also pass arrays and strings, right? So pointers can also be used to pass your arrays and strings and manipulate arrays more easily by moving pointers. So instead of using your index subscripted variable format, I can also manipulate arrays with the help of your pointers. And I can also go manipulate your complex data structures, right? Like where the structure is going to contain the references of another structure, right? This you need not know now, because for this you need to know what is a linked list, right? So there is a concept called linked list in data structure, where one node is going to have the address of another node. So in that case pointers is being used, right? So what is a pointer variable? Pointer variable is a special variable that is used to store the addresses rather than the values. And what is this pointer? What for we are using the pointer? It is nothing but indirectly accessing the variable without actually referring to the variable directly, right? And why I am using this pointer? What are all the benefits you have? I can pass the arguments through call by address, and I can return more than one value from the function, and I can easily manipulate my arrays and structures with the help of pointers. And it is also used to create a complex data structures like linked list, trees. In all these things you will be using this pointers. So pointer can hold the address of another node, right? So for that we will be using this pointers, right? Now what is the main point you need to know? I told you it is going to hold the address, right? It is going to hold the address of another variable. I cannot directly assign the address. That is what given here. The pointers are not allowed to store any memory address, but they can store only the address of the variable of a given type. I cannot directly assign an address and I can say that the pointer can hold address, right? Now whenever I say anything, you need to know the declaration, how to initialize, how to access, right? So in arrays also we have seen how to declare an array. Function also we have seen how to declare a function. In the same way, you need to know how to declare a pointer. So what is the syntax? The syntax is going to be this: a data type star pointer variable, right? So here data type is can be the type of data that the pointer is allowed to hold the address of. This I'll tell you with example, right? And this is the actual pointer variable that is going to hold the address of another variable of type data type, right? Now we'll see one example. Don't worry about all these sentences, right? Now we'll move on to the example. In the example you have int star p1, right? So if I write int a, so what is int a? If I write int a, what is the meaning? So a is going to be an variable of type integer, right? So here what I am going to do is I need to differentiate between an ordinary variable and a pointer variable, right? So to differentiate these two things you need to have a star. So int star p1. Is that clear? So p1 is going to be the pointer, right? And it is going to hold the address of the variable of type integer. Is that clear? So p1 is a pointer, right? That is going to hold the address of a variable of type integer, right? So here the address is going to be common. So if I use float also, it is going to hold the address. If I use char also, it is going to use the address, right? So why I need to have this is later on we'll see why I need to specify the type here, right? So this is going to hold the address. Why? For which variable it is going to hold the address, that you need to know here. Is that clear? So int star p1 means p1 is going to be the pointer variable that is going to hold the address of a variable of type integer. Is that clear? Right. So here float star p2 means what is the meaning? p2 is a pointer variable that is going to hold the address of the variable, and that variable is going to be of type float. Is that clear? So hash include stdio.h. And now we'll see one example program how to declare a pointer, right? So hash include stdio.h, int main, int star p, float star q, char star r, right? So here I have declared 3 pointer variables. Okay, the star represents, it is going to be not a usual variable, it is going to be a pointer variable, right? Now we'll see the size, right? So printf, the size of integer pointer is, right? So this is going to be the pointer that is going to contain the address of the variable of type integer, right? So now what is going to be the size of this pointer? See, generally if I write int a, right? And if I write float b, and if I write char c, and if I use type here, right? What is going to be the size of a is what? 4. Float is also going to be 4. The character is going to be 1, right? In some cases the size of int is going to be 2, float is going to be 4, char is going to be what? 1, right? So now we'll see the size. Now size of integer pointer is size of p. So here what is my p? P is going to point to an integer. And what is q? Q is going to point to a float. And r is going to point to a character. But the output is not going to be 2, 4 and 1. The output is going to be what? Size of integer pointer is 4 bytes. Similarly, size of float pointer is 4. Size of character pointer is 4, because the address is going to be what? 4 bytes. Right? So if it occupies 4 bytes to store an address, the size of any pointer is going to be 4 bytes. Right? Whatever may be the type. Right? So pointers have data types, but the size of a pointer variable is always 4 bytes, whatever the data type is used. Is that clear? We need not bother about the data type. The size of the pointer is going to be always 4 bytes. But if I have like this, int a, float b, char c. What is size of a? Size of a is 2. Size of b is going to be 4. Character size of c is going to be 1. Is that clear? So that is the difference. Here the pointer variable is going to hold only the address, right? So the address is going to always going to be the same, whatever be the type of the variable, right? It is going to contain the address of the variable. That variable is going to be of type int, right? Now pointer variable is also going to be like an ordinary variable in the sense that it is also being stored in the computer memory, right? But it is not going to store any data. It is going to store only the address. So how to declare a pointer? We'll have a recap. How to declare a pointer? Data type star pointer variable. The star indicates that it is not going to be a usual variable. It is going to be a pointer variable. And the size of the pointer is going to be the same 4 bytes regardless of any type, right? So int star p, a float star q, char star r, whatever may be the pointer, but the pointer is going to be containing only the 4 bytes. And pointer is also going to be like a other variable, and it is also being stored in a memory, right? But here it is not going to have any value, but it is going to contain only the address, right? Now we'll see how to initialize the pointer. So till now we have seen how to declare a pointer, and we have understood that whatever may be the type, the address of the the value of the pointer is going to be the same 4 bytes, right? And it is not going to hold any value. It is going to hold only the address. Now we'll see how to initialize the pointer, right? Now pointer must be initialized with variable's memory address, okay? Either with 0 or with null prior using the pointer, right? If you're not initializing the pointer, then you may have some error. So what is the error? P is not initialized, right? So it will have some random address and you will have a segmentation fault, right? That means it is pointing to some invalid area of memory. So whenever you do some programs in the lab, even you must have got this particular error, segmentation fault, right? And if you write like this, right? So int I is equal to 5. So whenever you declare here int star p, right? This means it is going to be the pointer variable. If I directly use the pointer variable without initializing, you may get an error, right? Either you will get a error and in the output you may get a segmentation fault. That means it is pointing to an invalid area of memory, right? And now here how to initialize the pointer? It is int I is equal to 5 is a normal integer variable. Int star p, it is going to be the pointer variable. Why? Because you have a star here. Int star p and p equal to ampersand I, right? So what is this ampersand I? This ampersand I indicates that the address of I is going to be copied to p, right? So it applies only to variables and array elements. It cannot be applied to expressions, constants or register variables. Here I cannot have like this. That means I cannot have p is equal to ampersand 5 plus 3. That I cannot do it. That is what given here. It cannot be applied to expressions, constants or register variables. I cannot write ampersand 5. I cannot write ampersand 3. Is that clear? So whenever you are declaring a pointer, you should compulsorily, before using the pointer, you should initialize the pointer, right? And whenever you are initializing, you need to write ampersand. Ampersand represents what? The address of the particular variable, right? And here you can use a variable or array elements, but you cannot write it directly like this, ampersand 5 plus 3. Even I cannot have an expressions, a plus b plus c, that will return only the value, right? So for that I cannot use this ampersand, right? Now we'll see a simple program where I have declared a pointer, I have initialized the pointer, and I am printing the value of my variable, right? So hash include stdio.h int main, right? So here int I is equal to 20 is a normal integer variable. Int star p. So here p is going to be the pointer variable. Why? Because we have a star here, right? And already I told you, whenever you have a pointer, you need to assign the address of any variable, and the address of the variable is being assigned using the ampersand. So p is equal to ampersand I. Now the address of I is being assigned to p, right? P is now holding the address of I. Now printf, the address of I is, right? So since we are printing the address, we are using here %p. And what is this %p is? To print the address in a hexadecimal format. Right? So because address you already know it is going to be in a hexadecimal format, right? So here to print the address in hexadecimal format we'll use %p, right? So ampersand I refers to the address. So the address of I am printing with the help of %p, right? You can also use %d. If I use %p, it will be printing in a hexadecimal format, right? Now printf the address of I using the pointer. Now here I have used ampersand I. Now here directly I am writing p. So this p will have the address of I. So here in the p is also going to print the same value. So for these two, printf statement is going to print you what? Here it is going to print, the output is going to be, this is going to be my output. So what is my output? What is my output? 0, 0, 1, A, F, E, D5, whatever it may be. That is going to be the output, right? Now internally how it is being stored. I told you I is a variable. P is also going to be a variable, right? But here it is not going to have the value. It is going to have the address of another variable, right? So here we have declared I is equal to 20. So I is holding the 20 and I is residing in the memory location this, right? And I already told you that p is a pointer variable that is going to hold the address of I, because we have assigned here address of I to p, right? So here I am assigning the address to p. P is going to contain the address of p, right? And p is also present in memory. So p will also have some address, right? And that address is going to be this. Is that clear? So this is going to be the address of I, and this is going to be the address of p, right? So p is also a variable that also needs to be stored in the memory. So for that you have an address. Is that clear? So how to access this address? You can access this particular I or address. How can I access? I can use either ampersand I or else I can directly write p. Is that clear? Right? I'll repeat this program once again. So here hash include stdio.h int main, right? So I have declared an integer variable I is equal to 20. And then I have declared a pointer variable int star p. Star p refers to a pointer variable. I need to initialize my pointer variable. So p is equal to ampersand I, right? Address of I is assigned to p. Now I am printing the address in two ways. I can use either ampersand I to print the address of I, or else I can use the pointer variable to print the address of I, because p is holding the address of I, right? Now this is the value that is going to be printed, and p is also a variable that is not going to hold any value. It is going to hold the address. So this address is being stored in P. This is also a variable. This is also being stored in the memory. So this is residing in this particular memory address. Clear? Right. Now, I already told you that you need to specify the type for the pointer, right? So it is bound to a specific data type. A pointer to an int cannot hold the pointer of the character variable, right? That I'll tell you why you need to specify the type when we move on to the later on part, right? So now pointer is going to be bound to a specific data type. So pointer of one type cannot hold the address of another type, right? So if I have int a equal to 3, I have also declared a pointer int star p and character a. So here a is going to be, b. So character b. Address of b I cannot assign it to p because p can hold only the address of any integer variable but not a character variable. So it is going to be an error, right? Now, a same memory locations can be accessed by a different pointer variables, right? So any number of pointer variables can point to the same address, right? So here int a equal to 10, right? And then I have got int star p, star q, star r and star s. I have declared 4 pointer variables, right? How I am telling that it is a pointer variable? Because I have a star here. Star represents that it is not an ordinary variable. It is going to be a pointer variable. And this pointer variable can contain the address of the variable of type integer. Is that clear? So int star p means the p is going to contain the address of the variable of type integer. So here I have to initialize my pointer variable. So p is equal to ampersand a. The address of a is being assigned to p. Similarly, I am assigning address of a to r, address of a to q, r, and now here I can directly assign the pointer p is equal to s. So p and s will have the same value. Is that clear? Right? Now, when you take here, I am going to have a. A is holding the value 10. And a is being reside in some memory location. Let us have 5000. All these p, q, r and s will have the values 5000. Is that clear? So this will all p, q, r and s, everything will have the address of a. Is that clear? Let it be 00a, whatever it may be, right? So an addresses will always be printed using either %u or %p. So %u means it will be printed in a decimal format. %p means it will be printed in a hexadecimal format, right? Now, next I told you that pointer can use to access the value of the variable indirectly, right? So till now we have seen only how to print the address of the variable. Now we have not seen how to print the value of the variable indirectly, right? So we will see how to print the value or how to refer the value of the variable through the pointer. That you will call it as an indirection operator or dereferencing, right? So what is this star? The star refers to a pointer operator called value at address operator. Is that clear? It is also called as an indirection operator or dereference operator, right? So it is called as an indirection operator or called dereference operator. Indirectly I am going to access the value of the variable. So that is why it is called as an indirection. And this is going to get the value present at that particular address. So that is why it is called as value at address, right? So we'll see the program example program. With that you can understand, right? So hash include stdio.h int main, right? Int a equal to 10 is an ordinary integer variable. Int star p. So here p is going to be the pointer variable. And p equal to ampersand a, right? So here I am assigning the address of a to p, right? So now using the printf statement, printf, the value of a is, I am printing the value of a directly by referring a, by using a. So here what is the value of a that will be printed? A is equal to 10. So 10 will be printed, right? Now I am making a equal to 20. And then I am printing the value of a directly by referring a, right? Now printf the value of a through p. Through the pointer I am accessing the value of a. So how I am accessing the value of a? Star p. If I just write p, then the address of a will be printed, right? If I write star p, then it means that the value that